Oh, look at the state of me. Anyway, never mind. I'm going to put on some of Daniel's primer, glowy primer. I've put on some magic cream. And I'm now going to put on some glowy primer. While you all join me, hopefully. Now, I welcome everybody that's come on to look at makeup. But I'm not going to suffer any fools gladly today. So if you have come on to make silly comments or insult me, I'm just going to block you. Okay, because we've had a few weird participants in the last few weeks. And it's distracting. It doesn't upset me. I really don't care. But it's distracting. Hello there. So, I was just saying I'm not going to suffer fools gladly today. So if we have any weird participants making funny remarks, I'm just going to take time out to block them and report them, because I'm in that mood that I'm just not going to suffer fools gladly. And it's distracting. It doesn't hurt me. So if anybody's thinking that they're going to hurt me, they're not. It's just distracting. And I also want to protect my followers. Hello. Hello, Bushra. Hello. Yes. You're on it. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to block them. I am actually in the process of setting up a couple of moderators, but I haven't got round to it yet. I will say one thing, and I said this to Stacey. I always try and look at the glass half full. The fact that I've had a lot of these comments recently has told me something. In addition to something else, is that there are actually new people joining, and the YouTube algorithm is obviously suggesting my content to new people, because I've had some lovely new followers following my chats and following my lives. And so it's actually a good thing in that it's actually telling more people that I've gone live. But along with that, you've also got the people that are just being silly. But maybe now they're all back to school. I'm just putting on a double layer of the Daniel Sandler Blossom Primer. Now, today, you can ask me something, yes. I can't promise that I'll answer it, but you can ask me something. Now, today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch the new items, some of the new items I got from Carla Cosmetics. So this was a set that I got that was out on Boxing Day from Carla Cosmetics, and it was so popular that it sold out within about 2 minutes, I think, something. But it was all to do with this. They're very crafty, Carla Cosmetics. They're not selling this one individually. You've got to get it in the set. Right, okay. So here we go. We've got somebody putting stupid comments on here, and I'm just going to just bear with me, everyone. Right. Right. I told you there's always going to be one. Right. So let me just swatch you these, all right? Now, this one is called, so this was a set that came out on Boxing Day, right? And in it has got a load of new, excuse me a second. Right. In it, I've hidden their comments now. This is why we need some moderators on here. Let's get going. You see what I mean? It's distracting. I don't really care what they say. It's just distracting. Right, anyway, let's get back to this. Right, now, so in it was a highlighter, a pressed eyeshadow, and a loose eyeshadow, and also a silky... Oh, no, I got this separately, I think. I got this separately, okay? So, now this one is the one that you really want to see. This one is called Velvet Dreams, and it is basically, can you see, it's like a rainbow. Now, you've got to swatch it a certain way, otherwise you mix them all together. But if I do this, you'll see, yes, if I swatch it this way, can you see it comes out like a rainbow? Let me just swatch it on my underarm. This was the set that was on sale, I think, yes. Now let me just swatch it. If you swatch it the wrong way, then you mingle all the shades together. There we go. Can you see it comes out like a rainbow? And if you swatch it the other way, obviously you mix them all together. There you go. Really pretty. Now, surprisingly, that wasn't really the one. Hello there, Shahina. Surprisingly, that wasn't the one that I was really after. The one that I was really after that you cannot buy individually is this one called Crazy Cat. And this is so beautiful. And lots of people on the site are asking Carla Cosmetics if they'll bring this out individually. Yes. So what I'm going to do, I'll swatch this and then I'll swatch it also on black so that you can see it on a black base. Because I know Bushra, I think it was Bushra last week, wasn't it, Bushra? Let me just look at this. Look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I've got to do that. Got to put that in my look. But let me just get out the black primer so that you can see it on a black base. Right, let me just put a little tiny bit there. You don't need a lot of this black base, by the way. You really don't need a lot. And I'll just... Right. Now, let me just take some more of this so that you can see it on a black base. It's still a bit wet, but hopefully it'll work. I'm being patient, you see. It was still a bit wet, the black base. Very pretty. I actually prefer it, though, on its own, on that one. Some of them I prefer with the black base, and some of them... Now, actually, let's put a little bit of the black base on and do the rainbow one, shall we? I know, it's just so exciting. So I don't know how much time I'm going to get to do a look, but I wanted to show you some of the new stuff. Because I have been kind of buying stuff and then not having the energy to upload things during the week. I've done a couple of videos and then forgotten to actually upload them onto YouTube. I've done one about the Charlotte Tilbury Dupe brush for the Hollywood complexion brush. And I've also done one about Daniel Sandler's. Now, look, my eyes are watering and I haven't gone near them with makeup. I've done another one about the Daniel Sandler watercolour blush set that he had on offer. Now, let me swatch this the right way and let's see what it looks like on a black base. Now that is pretty good on a black base. Now, of course, if you wanted to turn it the other way, that didn't work at all. But you can actually, you know, just smush them all together. Now, the other one in here is one of the new highlighters, which is called Lagoon Waves. Now, that's in the set as well. And I'm going to show you that. Now, I'm going to show you on my finger. Look, it's got lilac, it's got purple, it's got all sorts. Now, first of all, I'll swatch it on its own up here. And then I'll get a little bit more black primer. And I've got to remember I've got some things that I don't mind dirtying underneath. If I do it on the jumper, this is a proper Irish jumper, and I don't want to be washing it all the time, so I keep having to go down to where I'm cleaning off my swatched hands. Right, now let's just do this. It's an Aran jumper. Aran was the word I was looking for. Now, let's do Lagoon Waves on here. Why are you scared of putting it on your eyes? Should we have a go and I'll do it with you? I think the thing to remember is less is more, and to make sure you blend it in. So that is what Lagoon Waves looks like with the black underneath. Let's do a really cobalt look with that one. And I'll do a black base so that you can see. All right. Now, I could put on my foundation first of all. And what I would say is if you're scared of an eye look, put your foundation on first. Because nothing like a bold look on your eyes looks weird until you've got your foundation on, right? If you're going for a bold, bright look, then definitely put your foundation on first, because you'll look at it and you'll think, oh, no, that's too much. Of course I can. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is this, because everybody's been going on about this. Now, this, you know that Carla Cosmetics does the loose powders, but she also does the gels. Now, what the gels are is basically the loose powders mixed with the clear fix potion. But Nikki Tutorials did a load of tutorials using the ones that are already mixed, and everyone's gone mad about them. Now, what I will say is they are beautiful, but if you want to keep them, if you're collecting them like I am, and you want to keep them for a long time, you're better off going for the clear fix potion, right, and mixing your own. Because if you keep them for a while, they start drying out, okay? And they're a lot of money to be drying out, and then you having to buy them again. So, but this one is one of the pre-mixed ones, and it's called Cozy. And apparently everyone's been going mad about it because Nikki Tutorials put this on her page, on her YouTube. So let me just show you Cozy. And again, it looks pink. But if you look here, oh, it looks pink there. But I'm looking at it and it looks gold and it looks green and it looks all sorts of different colours, which you can't see there. Now, I mean, if there's a particular colour that you really like, then definitely they're worth getting. But what I'm saying is just get a small one and use it up, right? Because otherwise they're going to dry out on you, okay? And also, although I chuck the boxes out of my loose pigments, I keep these in the original boxes. All right, so there we go. So should we do a blue eye look? Now there's all sorts of other new Carla stuff, and I'm just trying to, let me just show you a couple of other things. So I've now got 3 of the new highlighters. So you've just seen Lagoon Waves, and then this one is called Coastal Glaze. That's Coastal Glaze, so it's a sort of pinky one, but again, it's multi-chrome. This one is called Sea Shimmer. Now, this one's a sort of warmer, more orangey one. And this one always is difficult to open. Now, that doesn't look much, but it really is quite beautiful, especially as a highlighter. It really is. I'm not capturing it at all on there, but it is very, very pretty. Can you see on the camera? When you turn it, it's got this lovely peachy tone to it. So I might put some of that on. Right. Now, let's have a go at doing this. I'm just looking around for my brushes, because I definitely need a good selection of brushes with me before I get started. Bear with me a minute, ladies. Actually, I have a good selection of brushes here. P. Louise ones. Look at these. In a book. So let's go in here. Now what I want to do is I want a sort of a reasonably stiff brush. And then one that I can blend it out with. So that I can put on my, I'm going to put it on with this. So it's a sort of flat brush, but it's reasonably stiff to blend it out. Okay, so this is how I'm applying my black primer. All right, now remember, start off small. You can always go back and add more. All right? And remember, if you're putting this on before your foundation, just don't worry until you've got your foundation on. So I'll put a little bit in the middle of my eye, and now I'm just blending it out with this reasonably stiff flat brush all over the eyelid. And then blending it up and outwards at the top. And I repeat, it's going to be one of those looks that it's going to look awful. Like, if you're one of these people that just starts thinking, oh no, it's going to look bad, and then taking it off, you've just got to prepare yourself that at the moment is doing nothing for me, because I've got hooded lids and I'm basically putting shadow where I need to be applying something highlighty, and I've got light where the hood is. So it's the opposite of what is actually going to suit my eye shape. But we're not leaving it at that. And don't forget as well, with this black primer, is that you can also go in with a liner brush and use it as a liner. Now, I'm just going to take what's left on the brush and smudge that underneath. Can you see? I'm not adding any more at the moment. I might add a little bit more. Now, can you see as I start to blend it up, it's looking a little bit too grey. So I want a slight bit more. I'm just going to add it to the centre and blend it out. Hello, Lucy. Hello from Seattle to PRNKS. Okay, I'm just going to do one eye for a start. Hello, Terry. Sorry it won't let you comment. Have a look, because YouTube have changed their settings recently. And in the bottom left-hand screen, there is a white rectangle. If you click on that, it might suddenly let you comment. But hello, Terry. And thank you for letting me know, Stacey. So as you can see, I'm just making sure that I really blend this in well before I start. And then taking whatever's left on the brush. Because Bushra was saying she's nervous of using the black on her eyes. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all, because it is a bit nerve-wracking. Now, I'm going to find my... Here we go. Here is my silicone brush, which I'm just wiping down, making sure it's clean of any pigment. It's a good thing about silicone brushes, they're really easy to clean. Now I'm going to use this beautiful eyeshadow, which is called, this pigment, which is called Crazy Cat. So this is now going to look quite cobalt, because as you can see, that's what it looked like. I can't wait to actually try it on normal skin, but this is what it's going to look like over the black. So let me just tip some in the lid. Is she trying to look like Wednesday? Don't know what you mean. Right, now, here we go. So, I don't know who Wednesday Addams is. Completely lost on me, that one, sorry. So hello everyone new that's joining me. Oh, that's somebody at my door. Hold on, guys. I'm going to have to go to the door. Sorry. Just bear with me a second. You're going to look at all my mess in the background. Coming! I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. Sorry, guys. Now, I've got a quick reply saying, please wait, please be patient, because I can't walk very fast. And they've gone. So whoever it was can't have been important. Hey, Terry! You don't know how you fixed it. Don't worry. So there you go. There is your lovely cobalt. Should we do the other eye now? We better do, otherwise I'm going to look a bit weird. Right, so we take the black primer. That has really knocked out my knee now, trying to jump up and answer that door. Bye, love Annie. Now, I've said recently, but the great thing is that we've got some new people joining us, and it's really great because YouTube are obviously sharing my live with lots of new people, but along with that, there are some people being a bit silly. And if I mistake you for somebody writing a silly comment, then I do apologise, but I'm not going to suffer fools gladly. This is a makeup video. For people that are interested in makeup, you're very, very welcome. Anyone else, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and get rid of you and block you because it's distracting. So as you can see, I started in the middle and I'm now blending it out with this. Can you see, Bushra, the brush that I used? So it's a flat brush, but it's quite soft at the edges. So you can then just blend it up and out at the top. Now, can you see, like, when you look at that initially, you think, oh no, that's going to look terrible. By the time you get your foundation on and your mascara and your eyeliner, it all comes together. So don't be too nervous. Now, again, it's whittled away to a bit less than I would want in the socket. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit more in the middle there. And you've got a reasonable amount of playtime with this. And then with the outer part of the brush, what I'm doing is I'm just blending that top bit out. There's quite a bit now on the brush, more than I'd actually expected had gone on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that underneath. And underneath here, because there wasn't enough on that one. Right, now that's given me a bit of time to then go back in and blend this out. And if your brush is loaded up a bit too much, do what I'm doing and then do that last little blend with your fingers. Right, and then I'm going to take, I definitely would recommend, and yes, you can get cheap ones on Amazon, but as I said last week, I don't tend to reach for them as much as the Carla one. I like the shape of the Carla one. This is the Carla silicone brush. I love this because the loose pigment sticks to it, and it's a nice shape for getting around the eye. Yes. I love cobalt blue. Thank you for the hearts. And then I'm actually going to just take a little bit of this underneath. So there is your cobalty look. Now I'm going to use some a transition shade to kind of really blend it out at the top. I'm sorry that you think it's terrible, Zesty, but thank you anyway for your comment. We can't all like every makeup look, I know, so, but thank you for your comment and thank you for watching. Now, I am going to find my Daniel Sandler Cedar. What did I do with my cedar? It's around here somewhere. Ah, and Terry, I remembered. Terry wanted to see this eyeshadow. Nothing to do with this look, but Terry, I forgot to send this to you. You were wanting to know what Gilded Taupe looked like. This is what Gilded Taupe looks like, because Terry was considering purchasing this. And I'm just going to swatch this for Terry. And I'm going to do it on the inside of my arm. Can you see? It's a beautiful kind of taupey gold. It looks lovely. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put a little bit in the middle. Just to highlight the centre of my lids. See, it will go over this perfectly. Everything happens for a reason. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Daniel's Cedar, which, as I said last week, if you're looking for a good single transition shade, you can't go wrong with Cedar. Now, incidentally, Cedar and Gilded Taupe go lovely together as a kind of nice everyday daytime look and would look gorgeous on you, Terry. Now, where's my Cedar? Here it is. This is Cedar. Right, I'm going to get another brush for blending it out. Bear with me. Well, don't worry, Stacey. I know. Sick of horrible comments. Honestly, I don't mind. And I don't like, the thing is, the more attention you pay to it, the more it happens. And as I say, the good thing is that YouTube are obviously letting more people know that I'm putting out a live. The downside of that is that means you get new people on. But thank you, everyone. Now, this is Cedar. And as I said, it's a great little transition shade to have in your kit. because then you don't have to go searching through 5 million palettes to find a good transition shade. And it will work for pretty much everyone, I think, unless if you're really fair, really fair, you might find it a bit dark. But I actually think it should work for everyone. Now, can you see how it's helping me to blend all of that out? I could have left it black, but I actually prefer to just blend it out away to nothing. And I'm using that underneath that black. Again, just to blend the black out. It's a great little one for just having to blend out any colours that you put on your lid. So I definitely recommend Cedar Terry, just because it will go with any coloured eyeshadow that you're putting on. It will go as a beautiful transition shade, and you've got it in a single, so you don't have to look through loads of palettes for it. And it's a great everyday one. How do you buy? Get Super Chat, Ali. You know what? I've thought about Super Chat because a lot of people are, make money, and it's nice to make a bit of money to buy makeup to show you all. But I don't know whether the idea of, I like to answer as many comments as possible without Super Chat, and the idea that you only comment on people that have paid you, I don't know. I have a think about it. How do you buy? So Sharon asked how you buy. I'm just showing you Carla Cosmetics at the moment. I'm not sponsored, so I can leave after I finish this video. I can leave you the link to Carla Cosmetics site. But if you Google Carla Cosmetics, you'll find her website. And what I've used, just to recap, is I've used this shadow, which unfortunately she's not selling individually, called Crazy Cat, right? But she's selling it in a set at the moment with, I'm going to try and incorporate the other products, with Velvet Dreams, which is this. That's it on a black base. And it's basically a rainbow shade. And Velvet Dreams and Lagoon Waves, which is a highlighter, which looks like this. Okay, I'm going to put that on as a highlighter in a minute. Let me dab some of that in the middle as well. Okay, now I'm going to put on some foundation in a minute and complete this look. And let me just get my foundation. I cannot stop my eye watering. Right. What have I done with my foundation? What am I like? What am I like? Right, I'm just going to put the primer on. So I'm using my Studio 10. Not Studio 10. Doll 10 even. Now you can see when you put on a bold colour, it starts to come together when you get your foundation on. Thank you, Terry. Hello, Nina, and welcome. I've just put on, I'm using the set, the new set that's out by Carla Cosmetics. Right. But at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm showing that once you get your foundation on, if you put on a really bright eyeshadow like this, it looks a bit scary until you get your foundation on. Oh, I'm well. How are you, Nina? How things going with you? Right. Good. I'm glad. So I've got my primer on. I'm now just going to put on my foundation. Well, I try, Terry. I try to get my pet back. I can't say it's completely back, but you guys are amazing because you guys keep me going too. Right, and then I'm just going to put a little bit, if I can find it, of my concealer. Here we go. Hello, Sharon. I'm blocking a few as well. It's just silly, really. It's just wastes everybody's time. Certainly doesn't upset me, so don't worry about it, guys. It's distracting more than anything. I'm wasting people's time. Am I going to get the cleanser from Charlotte Tilbury? Do you know what? I didn't even know there was a new cleanser from Charlotte Tilbury. I might do. What's this? What's this about the new cleanser? I say hello to everyone, avocado lover. As long as you're polite to me, and I'm not accusing you of not being polite to me. It's just that there are some people on here today that have not been very polite to me, in which case I don't call them out. Exactly. And what's the cure to that, Terry? Don't give it them. No problem. Right. Now, I'm going to put a bit of the Pat McGrath, if I can find it. Pat McGrath powder. Or shall I put Daniel's one on? Let's put Daniel's one on. His Invisible Veil blotting powder. Banana noodles. Oh, thank you, avocado lover. Cam, that's very sweet of you, but I'm taken, I'm afraid. But thank you. It's very nice of you to offer. This is about makeup from somebody that is probably double your age anyway, and I'm very happy with my fella. So maybe suggest you have a look at a dating channel. I'm spoken for, as they say in the UK. Right. Now, what liner do we think? What do you think, Bushra? It certainly is my favourite foundation now. What is so great about it? I'll tell you what's so great about it, Terry. It's one of them I've repurchased. What I like about it is it's full coverage. It covers my pigmentation, but it doesn't look like you're slapped in really heavy makeup. And it definitely reminds me, it's probably the closest one that I've come to getting the La Prairie, but obviously a lot less expensive. You can see all my hyperpigmentation is covered. It's really, really good coverage, but it doesn't look like it's mega thick coverage. When you come close up, it just looks like your skin. That's why I love it. Blue eyeliner from CT or any Victoria Beckham one. Okay, let's see what I've got around. I've got to see what I've got around because I cannot get up again. Do you know what? I'm going to do something a bit bizarre just to try it out. I'm going to put this one on and I'll tell you what it is in a minute. This eye's watering, by the way, which is making it difficult to stick. No, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all. And as I said, I've restocked it. And ever since I bought it, that's the one I go for every time. And you know, I get bored of things and want to try out new ones. But I just love the look of it on me. Now, this is a MAC eyeliner. And it's called, I'll tell you what it's called in a minute. But as you can see, it's a light teal. And I just fancied trying that. Oh, thank you, AM. It is the foundation that I've got on. And Terry's been asking me about this. I'm going to show it you. I would suggest that if you're in the UK or you're in the States, you get it from QVC. But it's Doll 10. This covers everything. TCE stands for this covers everything. And I have if you've been following me, I think I started out in about 2016, 17. I get bored of foundations and move on really quickly. But this one I've been sticking to for almost a year now, I think, because I just love it. What I love about it is it's actually quite very full coverage, but it doesn't look full coverage. So I've got a lot of hyperpigmentation, but it's not heavy or cakey. You still feel, it still looks and feels like your skin, even though that you've got this on. I love it. Now, they do a set on QVC, which I would definitely recommend. Now, the thing that I put on underneath this, which in itself you could use, now this one was the mega size. There's all different sets. I'd go and have a look at QVC, and have a look as well at Doll 10, because this was, I bought this one when it was on offer, and it was about £30, but it's normally, because it's a extra big size, it's normally more than that. But they also do sets on QVC. Now, what I put on before was this, which is called Doll 10 Skin Genius Primer. Now, this has actually got really good coverage as well. And it really helps this foundation stay on. But if you just want an everyday look, you can actually just use this on its own. It's actually really good as a primer on its own. But if you want to make sure that your makeup stays on all day, then I would use that and then put this over the top, right? This covers everything. And just for information, I am shade tan. They do come up quite light. Okay, so in MAC, I'm NC35 and I'm shade tan in this. All right, but the concealer that I used, to give you an idea, the concealer that I used, let me show you what tan looks like. I'm running out of swatching space here. You want it, but you're not sure what shade to go for. Well, they are all a bit on the light side, and what I would say is some of the swatches make them look darker than they really are. Right, that's what tan looks like. Now, if you look at the QVC page, tan looks a lot darker than that. Right, and my sister ended up getting one that was too light because she thought it looked too dark. But just to give you an idea, now this is the concealer in shade medium. All right. Now, I use this to brighten under my eyes. Oops. Come on. I'm going to run out of this soon. And do you know what? They've run out of this in medium. I've got one in tan, but I prefer it for brightening in medium. So that's medium. Now, that's pretty much the same colour as the foundation. So that's tan. And that's medium. So I'll have a look at the shades for you. Brush or sponge? Well, one of the reasons that I would say to go for QVC is because I'm looking for the, when you get the set from QVC, when you buy the foundation, it comes with a brush, and I've been applying it with the brush. I've got loads of brushes now because I've got loads of foundations. So I actually apply it with the brush. When you buy the concealer comes with a sponge like this that needs to be washed, which is why I applied it with my fingers today. And the other thing that I love, which I didn't put on today, was the Doll 10. Again, I'm not sponsored by Doll 10. Nothing in it for me to tell you to buy it. This colour corrector called Amber. Now, I didn't put this underneath my concealer today, but what I love about this, there's two shades of this. But what I love about this, now, at the moment you can't really see because the foundation is such good coverage, but it covers up my pigmentation and it covers up any, look, if I go in here, it just covers up the any dark circles really well. Fair or fair light for you, yeah. Definitely go. What worries me, Nina, the reason that I'm not being very specific with Stacey's, what worries me is they all look darker on the swatches than they really are. And what I'm more worried about is that she's going to end up with one that's too pale. Because when you look at those swatches and you compare them with the swatches on the QVC site or even the Doll 10 site, they look a lot darker than that. So that's why I need to go away and have a little look. Is it the normal or the luminous one? Luminous. It's the luminous one. The writing's come off, but it's the luminous one. And you know I've stuck with it for so long. I just love it. And I reach for it more now than my Charlotte Tilbury. I just love it. It just covers everything, but it doesn't look like, look, close up. It doesn't look like I'm caked in makeup. And I like their powder as well, but I thought I'd try Daniel's today because I like Daniel's powder because, again, Daniel's powder, you can go in and you can keep touching up this powder. And by the way, it's not just because I love Daniel Sandler. I've heard a lot of makeup artists raving about this powder. This is the Invisible Veil Blotting Powder. You can keep going in and it will set your makeup, but it doesn't make you, it doesn't take that glow off your skin. You know, and you can build it up and keep building it up and it doesn't look powdery. The photos on the Doll 10, are they a bit more realistic? Just hold on a minute because I've dropped the lid to something and I need to just bend down and pick it up before it stains the carpet. Right. So yeah, I definitely recommend this without a doubt to anyone. Certainly if you want to have a reasonably good, I say reasonably good coverage, it's very good coverage, but you don't want it to look like it's super duper coverage. It's my favourite. Now let me show you, I was going to show you, by the way, but I'm going to do a separate video on this, maybe. This I got yesterday from Daniel Sandler. I paid for it myself, by the way, but it's his customizable set, which I'm going to do a video on. But as you're all asking about Doll 10, and there are a few sets on QVC, I'm going to show you what one of the sets comes with. Is, if I can find it, comes with, what have I done with it? I might not be able to show it you, but I'm just improvising now because you're all asking about Doll 10. Now, it comes with a cream blush, and is this it? Yes. Now this one is actually comes with the tan set, but if you go for medium or below, you get a lighter one. Okay, but it comes, you can get a set that's got the foundation, There is a set with this in. I'm not sure if it's got the foundation. It's got the primer in it. And it's got some other things. It's got the concealer. But look. Lovely cream blush that you can put over. I mean, it's a cream blush. There's lots of cream blushes out there. But just so that you get a look of that. But this is the one that comes with the tan. So if you're not going for the tan, you'll get a lighter one, which my sister's got. QVC have a return policy if it doesn't suit. Yeah, and as I say, the reason I'm saying QVC is because they always throw in the brush that goes with it. Whereas on Doll 10 site, you have to buy it separately. Exactly. Well, then I would go for the light, but be aware that they do come up. You know, I'm not normally tan in foundations. I'm normally medium tan. But I'm tan in this foundation. So just be aware that my sister got medium and it washed her out. But again, you can add bronzer, as you quite rightly say. Now, talking of bronzer, let's use some of Daniel's bronzer. Hello, Jackson. I'm going to have to go and look at this. Yes, he does, Nina. Nina was saying that Daniel does lives on TikTok. Now, the reason that I got the customizable set is he had a flash sale on TikTok. This is normally 49 quid and I got it for 37. So he's been doing reductions on TikTok shop. You all looking now at Doll 10 site. Now, this is Daniel's bronzer. He calls it Instant Tan, but it's a bronzer. It's quite warm, but it's lovely. I'm just going to take Charlotte's bronzing brush. And put it round the side. It looks a bit scary and dark, but it's not, as you can see. I'm going to take some down onto my neck. I think I better put some lipstick on, hadn't I? I haven't got any mascara on. I'll tell you why I haven't put any mascara on. It's because this eye has started watering. But I will do in a minute. Now, I'll put some lipstick on and I'm going to finish off by showing you one last thing that you can do with this black primer. Let's put on, let's see, let's pick up what we've got available. Let's put on one of my favourites. Pillow Talk Intense. Now, of all the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks that I own, this is one that I've got a spare. You know, I've got so many Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks that I basically have one of, because I've got so many. There's no point getting two of anything. But this one, I've got two of, because I love it. Oh, thank you, AM. Do you know what? That's such a lovely comment. I mean, I'm a bit wary of new people coming on here because at the moment we seem to have an influx of people earlier on that were putting out insulting comments. So if I seem a bit guarded when you first started commenting, that was why. But thank you. That's such a lovely thing to say. That really makes my day. So thank you so much. And you know what? It's so easy to concentrate on negative comments. and then forget about such lovely ones. So thank you very much. So AM has said, great chatting with you. You are looking beautiful, and it's nice to come across someone as honest and down to earth as you. Take care. The lipstick colour, this one, did I not say? It's Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Intense. Now, I'm going to go back to this. Now, what this will do, this black primer, if I find it. Have you? You're not new. You've been watching for years. Oh, thank you, AM. Have you changed your name, or have you just not commented before? Oh, thank you. How lovely. Now, I'm just putting a bit of this primer on my finger, a little blob of it, and I'm going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury's liner brush and use it to line my top lid. And again, I'm tucking it in so that I don't take away from and it's so easy to then get your wing. I'm just going to put a little bit down there. Right. This look, because it's so intense, it definitely needs framing with a black eyeliner on top and mascara. And I'm going to do my brows off air. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury liner brush. But as you can see, you can use this black primer from Carla Cosmetics as a liner. And already you've intensified the eyes. The other thing, by the way, Terry, so Stacey's just said she has the lipstick. It's a lot darker on fair skin, but it is pretty. Love it on Ali. And the other thing is, if you get this lipstick, let me just swatch it. So I've just seen another question. I'm coming to the question in a minute. If you get Pillow Talk Intense and you think, I liked it on Ali, but it's a bit dark on me. Right, there's Pillow Talk Intense. And here it is. The other thing you can do, if you get it, and there it is on Cool Tone, okay? But if you put Pillow Talk Original lip liner underneath, but put it all over your lips underneath as a base, one, that's going to help it last longer, but two, it's going to lighten it up a bit for you. And it's on the same kind of colour spectrum because it's in the Pillow Talk. So if you've got Pillow Talk lip liner and you put that underneath this, then it's going to lighten it up just enough for you. Oh, thank you. Is the brush made in China? I don't think this brush here is a Charlotte Tilbury one. I don't believe that they are. I think they're made in Italy. However, I have seen a lot of brushes that are similar to Charlotte Tilbury's that are made in China. And some of the brushes I've used today are from P. Louise, and I believe they're made in China. Normal Pillow Talk looks grey on you. Well, as I said, you can play around. Now, let me see if I can find... I might have Pillow Talk lip liner within reach. Let me just show you what I mean. So if you've got the Pillow Talk or you've got the original Pillow Talk lipstick. Now, Let me just find my Pillow Talk original. I've got about 600 Pillow Talk originals, so I should be able to find one pretty soon. She says. There we go. Right, so that's Pillow Talk Intense lipstick on a cool undertone. So you can see it's looking a lot darker than it is on me. But if I take Pillow Talk lip liner, okay, let me put that back. And then I take my Pillow Talk Intense. Right, and you can dab it on, you know, just build it up as you can see that you're going to get a similar version to what you've got on my lips by putting the Pillow Talk lip line underneath. And the other thing that I like, the other reason that I like Pillow Talk Intense is it's a kissing formula. It's the only Pillow Talk lipstick that is a kissing formula. And I have very dry lips. Why you lie? I'm not lying. What am I lying about? About it being made in China. I've got, listen, guys, it may be another silly comment, whatever, but can I just say to you, I've got absolute, for anybody that's seriously worrying that I'm lying, I've got no reason to lie. I don't make money out of selling any makeup products at all, right? I do not make, every now and again, I get sent a freebie. And when I do, I let you know about it, as you know. So, for example, Daniel Sandler kindly sent me as a get well present this Blossom Colour by Daniel Sandler. Otherwise, there's absolutely no reason. And one of the things that I always said when I set out on my channel is that my only loyalty remains with my subscribers. Because if I come up and say something's great, go and buy it, and you're not happy with it, then you're not going to watch me anymore. And I think those of you that have watched me for years and years and years know that I will not say to you, go and get it if I don't think it's going to suit you. But if you like to get a kissing formula lipstick and you want the Pillow Talk to look like this, but you've got fairer skin than me, then you can see that by putting the original Pillow Talk lip liner underneath, you're then going to make it look similar to the way the Intense one looks on me. Okay? Now, I'm going to do my mascara off camera because my eyes are going to start streaming. And then I'll do a final photograph to show you the end look. But I hope you've enjoyed watching me. I'm going to go off now and I'll see you all very soon. I've got a couple of videos. One that all I've got to do is upload, and another one that I'm planning to do. So hopefully I'll get enough energy going to put those both up soon. But thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all. Mwah. Take care. See you soon.